First-based solutions, changing views to get a better perspective. VuMAP, work made easy. Welcome back to our VuMAP tutorial. You'll learn how to view geographic data, query the map for more information, measure ground features, and report on your research. The lesson you're about to see continues from Chapter 1, View. Chapter 2, Query. Remember the coverage map? All layers have information associated with them called metadata, which simply means data about data. You can learn about a layer by clicking the info icon next to the layer's name. The information you see here applies to the entire layer. For example, the imagery layers will have information about the date the imagery was taken and the photo resolution. Some layers have information about the individual features. For layers with limited information, like elevation contours, the features are labeled directly on the map for you to read. For layers with more information, you can use the Query tool to see the full record about individual features on the map to learn more about them. If the layer has more information that can be queried, you'll see the pin symbol next to the layer's name. These layers include geodetic control, township fabric, TerraNet parcels, assessment parcels, New Brunswick properties, soil descriptions, aquatic and terrestrial ecosystems, and places to grow, which highlights lands that have been identified as suitable for development. To query a feature, first you need to locate it on the map. Start by opening the Search tab. Basic lets you search for place names and addresses. LotCon lets you search lots and concessions by township. PIN-ARN lets you search for Ontario properties by property identification number or assessment roll number. Let's quickly try each type of search. I've used the basic search to find the address of our Cambridge office. Click the magnifying glass to zoom to the location. The location is marked with a red flag. You can now save the view using the Save View tool we looked at in Chapter 1, or clear the flag by clicking the Clear button. To use the lot concession search, start typing the name of a township in Ontario. Choose a township name from the list that will populate below and click Search. Select a lot number from the drop-down list. Select a concession by clicking the magnifying glass. The map will zoom to the lot you selected. Hovering your cursor over the list will highlight the area in red. You can see the lot concession grid by turning on the Township Fabric layer. PIN and ARN search is for locating properties in Ontario using 9-digit PIN numbers or 15-digit roll numbers. Enter the number only with no spaces or dashes. If you're a law clerk or real estate agent, this is the search type you'll probably use most often. Click the magnifying glass to zoom to the location. What if you don't have enough information to efficiently locate a property? It could be a new acquisition, it could be a large property with multiple pins, or the details such as ownership and legal description could be out of date. You can use the search tools to locate the general area, then use the Query tool to explore the details of the properties nearby. Here I've located Fulton Way in Richmond Hill and used Street View to confirm the location of number 35. When I turn on the TerraNet parcel layer, I can see that this one street address is split into 3 parcels, each with a unique PIN. The map provides the geographic context to see how the parcels relate to one another, if one parcel is dominant with servient easements, for example. To see the details of these PINs, activate the Query tool and click within a parcel to drop a query PIN and load the results. You can see that each parcel has the same street address but a different PIN number. I've turned on the assessment parcel layer shown in blue and repeated the query. All visible layers that have query information will be displayed in the results. You can review both the assessment roll number and property information number details at the same time. In this case, the boundary of the assessment parcel encompasses all 3 pins. This is the type of contextual information that's not possible when searching through lists of addresses. The benefit of using a high-quality map in your research is easy to see. You can highlight which feature is which by hovering your cursor over the items in the Query Results box. You can save your results into the My Marks tab by clicking on Add to My Marks. Name the query and click Save. Now you can find this property again later in the My Marks tab under the Query menu. The Info icon shows you the information for the parcel again. You can make the saved query visible or not visible on the map, zoom to the location, share the query so it will appear in the My Marks of another VuMAP subscriber. We'll review this function a little later in the report section of the tutorial, or delete the query. Last but not least, you can download the details of all your saved queries into a CSV file that can be viewed using a spreadsheet with all the information from the results box. If you've saved multiple queries for multiple layers, you will see them all when you create a CSV file. This way, you can build a database of locations you're actively working with and add more fields to store your notes about the locations you searched. You've now completed the query portion of the tutorial. The lesson continues in Chapter 3, Measure.